So, hello, and welcome everyone to tonight's episode of Into the Black. We are a group of video game developers in Vancouver, and we get together to play Apathetic Space, which is, by the way, a new science fiction tabletop role-playing system developed by someone at this table. And this is the very first campaign with such a system, and we're playtesting it as we go. And yes, so we have two people absent, which would normally be enough to cancel a session. However, Carmine should be joining us at some point. So, yeah, so we'll just play until he gets here. So, who would like to recap on what happened last session?
I can do the recap.
Sure.
So we started the session in the mech bay aboard the Lady Luck, I believe is the name.
Yep.
In there we discovered the exosuit, which had different mag grips, like basic abilities, stuff like that. We had a little repairing party, so repaired everyone's stuff, and then we also did some upgrades, so adding in our mech boots, which is pretty nice, getting some inspiration from my good friend here. And we were also essentially scavenging the droids that were defeated in the fight we just had last session.
Robots.
Robots. Sorry, I think of the Star Wars guys. All good.
Roger.
Yep. So created all that. A lot of it centered on me as I'm doing the recap. We also created an assassin hand for Carmine's character Piercy.
Mm-hmm.
Or you made one. It was all right.
Hey, it was pretty good. Okay.
But we made a couple modifications and made it even better. Made it usable.
No one's perfect first try. It's all good.
Yeah. So we had a little break. Got called to the bridge. There was one of the robots in all black outside of the ship, outside of that mysterious geometrical anomaly that we were almost orbiting. It's no longer missing an arm. It didn't seem to be moving or doing too much. We put it inside the shuttle, our escape shuttle, and nothing seemed to happen to it, but we were still very cautious. Meanwhile, we were hacking into the computer terminals and getting a bit more info as we could. Other than that, we discovered a bit more about the exosuit, that it was blown up. It seemed like there was, someone must have died, and we were trying to figure out how many people were on the ship. We're still kind of unsure. We installed Piercy's new arm, and figuring out more about the black substance, eventually leading us to put a sample of this black substance on a point drone and sending it to, what's the name of it here, Sarthoon, with an hour delay. So we're making the jump there, and in about an hour after that we're going to come across some droids if we, or some point drones, if we don't have anything happen to us in the meantime. And that's where we left off. So hopefully all alive at the end of this session, just as it was the end of the last session.
One small point, mostly for the table, was I think we sent two. One was a backup. So we sent one with an hour delay, and then the other, I think a little while after that or something. I'm not exactly sure how much after it was, but there were two. So we gotta be on the lookout for both of them.
Which makes me wonder if there are some kind of barricades or some blockades, if they're not just catching these point drones that don't have whatever technology that we're using to bypass. We'll figure that out when we get to it.
I guess we'll find out on today's session.
Session 10.
Yes, double digits.
Yep.
Hoorah.
Oof.
Okay. So, yes, at the end of last session, you guys had all just jumped into the black, into shift space.
That's what the title means.
Yes. So, yes, you are still in the mech bay aboard the Lady Luck, and Percy's also down with you guys. You guys are all in the same mech bay area.
What's Percy doing right now?
Right now, he's just leaning casually up against one of the workbenches.
All right, great. I walk up to him and I punch him in the face.
Jeez. Great. Yeah, he he slips and he falls, and he's out. He's out cold.
Perfect. Mission accomplished.
Combat's just taking a bit longer to charge than I anticipated.
Yeah. So you guys know that you will be in shift space for a while. I think I had said like 1 day last time.
I was not aware.
Yeah. If I did say that, I'm not sure. That would have been incorrect. It's would have meant to say like one sort of unit. So in this case, you'll be traveling for like 1 week before you get there. So
What's next?
yes. So
Enough time for a mutiny, right, boys?
So you have some time while you are in shift space to get some things done. So So as we start out here on the first day, it's up to you guys what you'd like to do. If there's something very specific you'd like to do, then we can go through it. Otherwise, if there's just something you'd like to do in your downtime throughout the week, you can just let me know that. So starting off with anything specific you guys want to do.
So regarding shift space, because we're in kind of an alternate zone or area, do we have access to star energy, star light?
That's an excellent question, and you do not.
Right. So first thing I'm going to do on this day is figure out how to make a solar panel.
Okay, alright. Excellent. Alright.
One of those little happy lights, you know?
Oh, little lamp.
Yeah. Okay, great. How about you guys?
Well, I'm gonna try like encouraging people with better technological skills than me to start getting to like have a better idea of the ship, of the crew, any and every piece of information that we can get about it. I don't know, probably working with Anzo assists, maybe with Darwa as well. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, so you wanna do some surveillance on these guys, huh?
Yeah, wanna be informed, wanna be aware of any tricks they can pull off on us like they did last time.
Yeah, well, I mean, we all seem to have come to at least a somewhat reasonable agreement here, but still don't trust them.
Neither do I.
I don't know. I think when we get to Sarthun, we pick up our drones. We need to split as quickly as possible. Hopefully as cleanly as possible as well.
Yeah.
I don't wanna owe these guys anything more than we have to.
I don't think we owe them anything at this point.
Good.
But I also don't trust them with what we've sent.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think we should do anything rash now. If we jump out of shift space, then we might not get back into it in time for the point drones to get to their destination.
Oh, I agree. Yeah, we need to remain cooperative for as long as we have to here, which
for
is
a week at least.
Hear that, Percy? Sleeping for like a week. No.
So Scott,
Well, he's probably going around and practicing.
I don't know. You think it's worth trying to talk to these guys, squeeze any more info out of them? Maybe on the local situation in Sarthoon, so we're not just going in blind.
I mean, definitely. I think that's something else we need information about, but we definitely also need to be more informed of the situation at hand.
Indeed. Well, I'll go up to the computer and I'll see. We don't still have access from your hack, do we?
I have access.
You have access, all right. Can you tether me in?
Yeah, I can tether you in, and then if I'm not tethering him in, he wouldn't have access. Is that correct? Unless he hacks himself.
Yeah.
So I can't share like, oh hey, type in this password and you get access. Or
Do you have the install backdoor?
I have installed a backdoor.
Right. Then you can give him access to that, which will let him.
So then he could tether into that backdoor
Yep.
without me having to like do that.
Oh, fantastic! All right.
Nice.
I mean, I don't have a tether, but I'm assuming that I can just sit at the computer terminal and have access.
I believe you always have one tether.
Or do we have?
Yeah, even the basic ones have one.
Oh, okay.
That they can. So.
I just have two with my fancier one.
Right. Okay. Yeah. So I'll go ahead and use Tarver's backdoor and hack into the computers.
Could Sis be doing this, or
Actually, yeah, could Sis be doing this? Although I also don't want Sis to be doing any shenanigans.
It's up to you.
I would like to be doing this.
Okay.
I'll try to like just stand by your side and give you like buck you up kind
You
of.
got this.
Yeah, you got this, man.
All right. I appreciate the support.
Okay. So you're in the system.
Excellent.
What are you looking for?
I would like to check the surveillance cameras and just like do a quick scan over, see if I see anybody that we don't recognize.
Okay. Go ahead and give me just give me an operating check.
All right. And then I get what, another D6
D6,
from you?
yeah.
Excellent. All right. So it's plus, yes. So that's 17 plus, so 21.
Okay. Yeah. So you spend a few minutes and are flipping through the various cameras and things. And again, there are no cameras in the private quarters, but checking the cameras in all the main, like all the interior and exterior cameras you can see, yeah, you don't see anyone that you haven't seen yet.
Okay. Remind me, there was no camera in the bedroom, correct? There, that whatever the fish tank room,
Correct.
and that's where my sniper rifle still is.
As far as you know, yes.
Right. All right. Yeah, I don't want to be without that. Do we have food down here?
No. They have been bringing you food every once in a while, basically.
Right.
Once a day, they come and give you guys.
So they meet us
some
down
food.
here.
I believe they set it in the common area and said grub's here, and then we went up and got it.
I see.
Yeah, they basically they leave it up in the living quarter or the dining
Right.
galley, mess hall, whatever. One of those places up there with the tables and the chairs, and they put it up there, and yeah, they just shoot you guys a message and let you know it's there.
All right.
They've only been giving you rations for the two organics so far, which is okay for now. However, you know that your systems are really they're tuned perfectly for one
Yeah.
jellyfish, not two. So so soon you will begin to suffer exhaustion and things without like additional sustenance.
Yeah. Well, if we want to be talking to the crew about things anyway, I could just get in contact with them under the guise of needing some food because, honestly, getting a little peckish anyway. So I don't know. Do you guys have anything that you might want to talk to these guys about?
I mean, it's understandable if you just want to call them and say that you'd like something to eat and not feeling like the best you have been. Yeah.
See, I also want to sneak off and grab my sniper rifle.
Well, I don't think they'll want anyone except Piercy to go upstairs, unless it's something more technological.
Yeah, you're probably right.
Plus, I think they'll always have someone trying to watch us and any like visual they can have on us.
Yeah.
How is my investigation for a happy light going?
Yeah. Actually, I'd like you to roll go ahead and give me an investigation.
That is a 10.
Gotcha. So you're taking a look around at the spare parts and things that are there, and you do find some solar panel components, but not components for a sunlight, which are different, right? So yeah, it doesn't appear that that any of the machinery here that they've had has required a sun lamp, or it doesn't seem like they've had any Cal crew, at least none that have any equipment down here. You take a look at these solar panels, and maybe you might be able to figure a way to kind of refashion them into a sort of sunlight, but it'll be a little tricky to do, but that's really the best option that you've found so far.
Okay. So whenever the time is that they would be providing food or like sending the message, I'd like to send a note or like respond and say, do you happen to have sunlight or a sun lamp, perchance?
I'm gonna request some Sozin rations as well.
Go ahead. It's an open comm, so
Yeah.
so this would be about a day into it, because they already had given you some of the previous days. So
Yeah.
So they just messaged telling you that the food was there, and you just ask them that, and if you'd like to chime in as well.
I will. Yeah.
Yes, we will take a look and see what we can find.
All right. Thank you.
Appreciate that.
Sorry, what were you actually asking?
Sozin food, just like rations.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Fish flakes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. So, comms go dead again, and sometimes begins to go by, and the captain messages in again and says, "We put some extra things for you in the mess hall. You may take them."
Head up with everyone else then.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. So you guys head upstairs, and you find the normal 2 bricks of rather unappetizing food there. You see a small light there as well, and you see about half a tube. It almost looks like a toothpaste tube. About half of it left, and it's got some sort of something. And if you guys inspect these things. Actually, go ahead and give me a engineering check.
That is a 23.
Gotcha. So yeah, you look at this light, and it's pretty small. It's not near as big as you'd like. You imagine it will take you more than 8 hours to get a full amount of sustenance from it, but you could just have it on kind of all the time. But looks like it's waterproof, this light. And you look at the tube of stuff that was given to you, and it looks like it's like 3-year-old fish food for some sort of fish that must have been in that fish tank. Yeah, it's a little. The paste is a bit dehydrated, a little bit hard to get out, but
Delicious.
It'll do the job technically. So it's just not gonna be very pleasant.
I audibly sigh when I see it.
While they're looking at their food and trying to decipher what it is, and also like after we left the mech bay, like throughout, I'm gonna try to look out for any hiding spots or any areas where the sniper that had shot me before, or what I feel had shot me before, could be hiding, or like nooks and crannies. As well as when we reach the kitchen, another thing I want to look for is if there's any changes since the fight here.
Go ahead and roll an awareness check.
Yeah, don't see anything.
Gotcha. Yeah, all seems the same. You don't spot anyone. So, you guys gather the couple of supplies that they've given you. Anything else you'd like to do before you head back down?
Before heading down, I do not.
Actually, do I remember in the fish tanks in the room were there lights on the inside of the fish tanks?
The tanks were lit somehow. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna point at the lamp just on the camera and wave to the camera. Hello, camera. I'm gonna point at the lamp that Tarver's got. It's really small. I'm gonna go into there, look in the tanks for the light. I'm just gonna walk into the room.
Okay. You go to the door and you find that it's locked.
I go over and wave to the camera. Door locked. Alright.
Can we help you?
Yeah. Hey. We noticed that the sun lamp that you guys provided. Thank you, by the way, for providing that. But it is rather small, and I believe that I saw other additional lamps that were in those fish tanks in that room. Can I go check that out?
We have provided you with the only lamp that is still functioning.
How I don't know. Like we've got a bit of engineering know-how, and I do believe that we'll be able to rig up a better, more efficient lamp if we had access to more materials.
Ding! You see the light go green on the door. Very well.
Thank you. I'm gonna walk into the room.
Door slides open. You go inside, and indeed, one of the tanks was destroyed by you guys intentionally. And it looks like the lid of the other one has been tampered with, and that is where you figure that this lamp, this bulb that you have is from.
Is my sniper rifle still there?
No.
No. Okay. Yeah. Worth a shot. I'm gonna look at the destroyed tank and see if there's any components I can scavenge or anything.
Yeah, that tank is pretty busted up, and there wasn't even a sunlight in that one.
Oh, okay.
It looked like there was just one of the tanks that needed that specialized light for one of the creatures that lived in it.
Right. Is there any other fish-related supplies that I might find delicious?
I mean, there are, fish in the fish tanks.
Hey,
in the second fish tank.
I'm not a cannibal.
Pretty sure jellyfish eat fish, but
It's fine.
What if it's a big fish and you put it in your tank and it eats you?
no. So they've already given you basically all the supplies that they had for it.
I see.
Yeah.
All right. Is there anything else in this room of note? Like anything else on the walls? Like what's the light source in this room?
Yeah, the lighting all over is sort of this hideous iridescent lighting coming from ceiling panels. I think Percy's here actually.
Oh.
So yeah, he's here. So we'll just take a 5-minute break while we rope him into this
Situation.
Yeah, not really much else of value in here.
All right.
There's a bed. That's about it.
Nice.
There's also the console, right?
Can I take a pillow?
2 gold.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
there's
go get Piercy.
not a pillow so much, but it's like made into the mattress.
Hmm.
You want to take the whole mattress?
Nah, not particularly.
I was joking.
Alright, we'll just sit tight while we're doing that. Hell with it. You guys head back down to the mech bay. If there's anything you two wanted to do.
One thing I would be also asking you to look into, or whoever, would be their subsystems and see if they have any other like traps or
Right.
self-destruct as they were touting.
Yeah. I'll when we get back down, I'll click back into the computer there and I'll take a snoop through.
Okay? Computers check.
I'm gonna say to you, I'm just gonna like remind you that you know they had that. Maybe we can keep an eye out for that.
Right. Yeah. Good call. That's a 20 non-natural.
Okay. Alright, so looking for other subsystems and things. So looks like they can open or close any door on the ship from up at the bridge.
Okay, makes sense.
Including the sort of floor in the cargo bay.
Oh, right. Yep.
However, as you guys already discovered, it would take a bit of time for that to open. Unless they just wanted to vent the whole thing, but that would kind of compromise the ship a bit.
Do I know what happens when doors are opened while you're in slip space?
No, you've never
So
done
we're on
that.
day
No,
2.
okay.
All you know is
got
that
knocked out by,
every-
Anzo for like day
everything you've
4
ever
hours.
read or been told has been constant
you can-
warnings about doing anything to the exterior of the ship while in any sort of FTL mode.
That makes sense. Okay, very good.
Yeah.
Okay, so other than that, is there a like memory bank of video recordings in their computer system?
Right. So no, they have like some basic like recordings. They don't have like a big archive or anything like that.
Okay.
They just have some certain things. It looks like, you know, for the past day or two, they can look at security footage from their cameras, and that's about it. Which is it's an oddly short amount of time that they can go and look at things from their own videos.
Would our fighting still be on the camera?
It probably would be, because it was within the past couple days. Yeah.
Okay. Can I look back through there, and I want to try to see the sniper who's up in the end of the hallway through the camera that's pointing there.
Gotcha. Okay. So go ahead and make a computer check.
I can point you towards the direction where I got shot from.
Very good. That's a 17.
Okay. Cool. So you go searching through their camera records, and you find that there is video footage of that area. However, the lights are off every time that the cameras, basically every time that the sniper was around. If you guys recall, the lights had always been basically cut in whichever area that they were firing from.
Mm-hmm.
So
okay.
like you can catch, and the cameras aren't the best quality, but you can catch a couple frames where the like when the shots are happening,
Mm-hmm.
and you can see that there is someone. You can just make out just a little bit of some sort of helmet that the person is wearing.
Do I recognize that helmet as someone, or as something that one of the people that I'm aware of has been wearing?
You haven't seen anyone. None of the people you've seen wear a helmet so far. Like there's the droid, and then there's the captain and Sal. You haven't seen any of them wearing a helmet.
Okay. And at the time frame, like at the timestamp of any of these shots going off, can I also scroll through the other security footage and find each of the other 3 people that I know of?
Gotcha. So you go trying to like compare all these times and things, and you go around and you're able to find everyone except you don't find Slim, who's the Quantian. So you don't see him in any of the other shots.
Okay.
So, yeah. Percy finally comes to as the rest of the crew is all returned back down to the mech bay after going up and getting your rations for the day.
Was I hit or was I?
Yeah, you were punched.
What? When? Where are we? When are we?
Ah, you've been up for a while, kid. How's your head?
Hurts. Why? I don't seem to remember what.
Yeah, you slipped and fell. Don't worry about it.
I don't think I did. This hurts a lot. Like,
Trust
punch
me. You slipped and fell. You hit a corner, I think. It's kind of brutal.
Insight check.
Sure.
If I can.
And deception.
See if I believe this bullshit. I probably do. I rolled pretty bad. 15.
1.
Never mind.
There you go.
Yeah, I totally didn't punch you in the head.
Okay, what's happening? Are we at Sarthun yet?
It takes about a week of shift space to get there.
Well, I said I was out for a while. How long's it been? Exactly.
A day or two.
Less than a day.
Less than a day.
Less than a day.
No
Okay.
need to get his hopes up.
Wow. That's good. What are we doing? Is everyone just hanging out down here?
I know, getting some food, looking at some surveillance footage, trying to figure out who the sniper was, all that fun stuff.
Ah.
Also, I forgot to finish the other subsystems that you were looking through. So you looked, and you can tell that they do have 2 decently powerful tractor beams for this ship size, at least. One on either side, which can be used for maneuvering cargo up into the ship or other sorts of things. They have a few different assortments of guns on the ship, so it is armed. Half of the weapons seem to be offline at the moment. Furthermore, you do see that they have the subsystem where they have the mag plate in the ceiling, and they have a whole separate gravity generator that would be quite an expensive thing to basically be installed in the ceiling right above the mess hall there. So you don't find any more of those. You do find that all the doors to the bridge are very they have extra reinforcement, essentially. So basically, it looks like they could. It's meant so they could hold out there a bit longer if they needed to. Yeah.
So armed with the knowledge of the rather peculiarity of these systems being installed on the ship, can I insight to whether I think this is a legitimate cargo operation?
Yes, but not an insight check. 'Cause that's more for reading people.
Right. Okay. Is that like ingenuity, maybe, or
Research.
Last person.
This is a great opportunity for an ingenuity check.
all right? Let's say 19.
Okay.
Ingenious.
Yeah. So, you get the sense that definitely by the whole makeup of the ship, it's got this really massive cargo hold, so it is meant for hauling some sort of cargo. That seems to be the thing. You imagine there are probably a couple of like hidden cargo compartments, you know, that you definitely, like any smuggler worth their salt wouldn't have them accessible via the computers, otherwise they could be found easily. So you'd imagine there are probably some, you know, if they're like doing smuggling stuff, they probably have some hidden compartments.
Mm-hmm.
Most, even like legitimate ships, will have one or two of those. The reinforced doors by the bridge, that's definitely an aftermarket thing that's been put in. That's not custom, or that's not standard. And well, that could be for any number of things. Most alarmingly, it could be for spacing the rest of the ship. And reinforced doors would keep anyone from trying to like cut in using grinders or welders. It would take them longer. Can also withstand stronger blasts from like weapons and grenades and things. So there's that. The extra gravity thing. I mean, it's in the mess hall, which is definitely a place where you could catch people off guard with that. However, it's not over the whole ship, and it's really of the various types of booby traps and things that you've found on ships. It's one of the least lethal ones. It made pinballs out of some people, but you know that there are much less expensive ways to just outright kill people like suddenly than to install such a system. So, yeah, I don't know if that answers your question, but gives you some more things to think about.
Yeah. I was like contemplating, is this like some kind of like slavery thing, or like a prison transport, or like why would you have gravity generators in like a common area unless you want to pacify a bunch of people?
Mm-hmm. Maybe to, as you said, catch people off guard and make deals with them when they don't have their footing right.
Yeah, that's also true. Yeah.
They did try to do that to us. Make a deal when we were all pinned to the roof.
Yeah.
Did you by any chance happen to see a self-destruct system?
Did I see a self-destruct system?
You guys still haven't seen that.
Didn't see anything like that, so I might be willing to bet that our good friend the captain here is bluffing.
Hopefully. Also, I noticed your clever use of trying to look through the cameras and see where the sniper was. By any chance, could we use that to see where they might have hidden our weapons after we submitted them?
Oh. Yeah, I'll take a look through the surveillance for that. Is there, if anybody's carrying all of our big pile of weapons back up the main hallway there.
Yeah. Yeah, so they have taken them up the hallway, and they brought them into one of the side rooms up closest to the bridge.
Alright.
By the side rooms, you mean the one where the bedroom was where we entered?
So there's a hallway, and there's 4 ones up there on the top deck. There's 4 rooms on the way to the bridge. So they brought them into the room on the right, on the back.
Alright. Yeah, well, it looks like we're probably not going to be getting those back anytime soon, so my best bet is that we cooperate with these guys, and then as we're leaving, take our weapons back, and we leave, and we part ways forever.
I'm fine with that.
Mm-hmm. They do seem slightly honorable to some extent.
What's this? Do we have food and all that? Like, have we established
Every
it?
day they bring you 2 rations
2 bricks.
Okay.
for you 2.
Yeah. Okay.
And they just negotiated for a sort of a weak sun lamp and some fish paste, some dehydrated fish paste.
I'd like to look at the solar panel equipment
Okay.
and try and figure out a way to augment this little sun lamp to become more powerful.
Okay. Roll an engineer. This would be a repairing check, actually.
While Tarva's doing that, Percy's gonna come over and say, "Hey, Tarva, you don't suppose to have some more of that beverage you were carrying, do you? It really makes these trips go by faster."
You know what else makes trips go by faster?
What, you knocking me out?
Yeah.
Uh-huh. I'm just gonna, like, give him a tap. So, like, where's the... I don't know, I guess never mind, I won't do this. I just remembered how dumb that... It's not an actual Assassin's Creed blade. Never.
Hey, we've tried.
No, sorry. I was speaking out of character, of course.
Also, I literally engineered it, so I would know what you're trying to do.
Well, you know, in the show, you can just be like this, and then, like, it does the thing. But I don't think this would work against a metal-suited body. So, look, I'm just saying that we should just have a little more fun around here when we're relaxing. It's like vacation for a few days.
Is it, though?
What else would we have in mind to do? We can play...
Keep our senses biased.
Look,
for
we can
one.
play some cards, have a few drinks. Better yet, we'll gamble on for the drinks and cards.
What do you have to gamble?
Yeah, what do you have to gamble? What you got
3,000
hidden up there?
3,000 credits. Those will be valuable when we get to Sarthoon.
Sure. Is there anything that we could get that I could work on now?
Well, 3,000 credits will give you lots to work on in Sarthoon. Let's just add a little fun in here. It's been a stressful few days. Should all just relax a bit. Calbot, you want to relax and play some cards, right?
I don't reckon I do. Never been much for gambling myself.
But the rest of us should, though. You need to stand guard, of course, but the rest of us should relax a bit.
Well, if that's what you need to do to pass the time, far be it for me to stand in your way.
See, Calbot agrees.
I'm gonna walk away and just start, like, quietly tapping on all of the panels to see if I can find, like, a hidden compartment somewhere.
Okay. Alright.
Well, let me fix this up first, and then we'll see if we're sitting here doing nothing for days. It's not fun either.
After, so you walked away, right?
Oh, yeah.
This is whispering, but you could probably do a perception check to try. I'm trying to whisper this to them
Oh,
too.
I will.
Has he gone crazy? Or I'm whispering, but has he gone crazy? What's he doing? He's knocking on metal.
That's
Are you saying it to both of us or
Yeah.
just him?
That's
Just
a 9.
her.
I don't
two
know if I
there,
hear
two
you
were there.
there.
I'm guessing.
You're busy looking around.
Yeah,
I rolled the very high discretion check.
Yeah, I also don't really care,
Yeah.
so it's fine.
I think he's losing it.
Maybe.
He's just trying to find any hidden compartments. We were going through the cameras.
Are you sure that's that? I think he's just losing it. He's running out of food or something, and he's just knocking on metal. I think we should have an intervention with him.
What intervention were you thinking?
The one where he loosens up a bit and
I'm out.
he accepts a little bit more fun.
I'm gonna walk off as well.
Party's not fun.
And I'm actually gonna start doing like some handstands and some push-ups so that I can like try to be more prepared the next time gravity is reversed on me. Try to like get my bearings upside down, sort of. I don't know, like, you know, just train along that
Okay.
line.
I think they've both lost it now.
Yeah, I don't know.
He's just doing handstands. He's knocking on metal.
Yeah, some like
They gotta-
handstand push-ups and things like that.
That's what happens if you're low on food here. That's what I'm trying to fix for myself.
Yeah, well, everyone just needs to relax. Okay, have some fun. Everything will solve itself. We should have an intervention for both of them. Look, I just trip a few things of that drink in the pool water thing that Anzo swims in, and you put a few some in Kamir's food or something somehow, and we're good. Everyone's relaxed a bit more.
Comes back immediately, wants to drug rest a party.
I get payback here. I got knocked out for a day.
Well, I bet you all my credits that you can't put some drink into Anzo without him noticing.
Wait, what's all your credits?
Well, not as much as what you have, but, you know, as you're going through that, you probably have the flask in order to do it, so you get a sip or two in between.
Off memory, do you remember how the thing opens at Anzo's suit? Is it only control ever from, like, just inside his suit? Like,
You're not terribly familiar with Sozin battle suits, as you're not a Sozin and you've never been terribly close to any Sozin. You know that the last time that he opened it, he punched in some sort of command to open it from inside. Yeah.
I don't know, that would require, I think, too much hacking. That's not really my forte. My tech tool doesn't really offer it.
Well, how
No other way in
about...
the suit. He obviously only has control from the inside. You have to hack it.
Well,
Now, Kamir, on the other hand, that's an easier...
well, it's not worth it there. How about the rest of what's in the flask?
I can never open his suit, though. His suit's only open from him on the inside. I have no way to hack it.
And that's where the challenge comes in. You're not one to back down from a challenge, are you, Piercy?
No? Put it that way.
Listen, I'll give you the day to figure out how you want to open up the suit, and you can decide if you want to take the
No.
wager then.
We'll make the bet now. What? How many credits you got?
600, but...
I bet you
it's-
600 credits
No, I'm betting you the flask.
and the flask.
Yep.
600 and the flask. And
You
then
said
we
you
have
had
a deal.
3K.
But 600 credits in the flask is worthwhile the risk.
We're gonna be here for about 5 or 6 more days. Are you sure the flask isn't worth it by itself?
I think both are worth it. The flask for now, and the 600 for when I get to Sarthoon to buy more.
Well, you're not gonna lose though, so you're already gonna have 3,000 credits.
But I know I'm gonna get another 600 on top of that.
Yeah, so what's the deal? You already have the amount. I can't do anything if I don't have any credits, and I won't be able to upgrade your
We'll bet
arm.
the 600 credits, and worst case, I'll loan you some that you can always repay. With a tiny bit of interest, of course, too.
Well, then you have to offer something else, then, because I have the flask.
I'll give you double the credits if I lose. How's that?
I can pour the flask out.
I'll give you double the credits if I lose. And this chunk of tritium, which is worth a fair penny, I hear.
I mean, we've been on the bit of rock for quite some time. It's not worth that much.
Insight, or do I know how much tritium is worth? Like,
Bartering check.
hey, I'm really good at this thing. Plus 7. 17.
So, how much tritanium do you have?
A 1
Nugget.
1 meter by 1 meter by 1 meter.
That's a lot.
Oh, sorry.
That's,
1 meter is like a.
I put 1 M. Oh, 1 medium piece of tritium. That makes more sense. Sorry.
Right. So that's worth almost nothing. That's simply
Hauling around
mined
a
by like a
giant
truckload,
block.
and you fill an enormous mining crater with this, and then ship it off. Because this also is not refined.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a chunk of.
Oh no! You hear me?
titanium ore.
On the black markets, this is worth quite a high penny, and you'd be very lucky to go to somewhere like Sarthoum when the black market is thriving to sell this. You'd probably make back quadruple of what you own. That's why I'm willing to bet it away, because that makes it a fair bet, of course.
You do know that I threw away pieces and scraps of refined tritium at engineering school, right?
No, but that was this is the raw. This is raw tritium.
Yeah, it's worth even less than that.
Damn it. What do you want then? You're obviously not very good at this whole bartering thing.
Well, I thought I was, but apparently you don't want to trade any credits for a flask.
I told you, you're 600 credits and the flask, and I'll give you here. I'll give you 3 times your credits. I'll give you 1,800 credits if I lose. That's my final offer.
I don't know. I remember someone selling quite a pricey weapon just for half or not even that of a flask.
Yeah, well, I think that was a much tougher time. Here, I could just wait 5 days and then get drunk.
Okay.
You're as crazy as the rest of them. You're no fun.
I'm gonna like grunt out from the back. You're the crazy one. Continue my stuff.
Did you hear me? I was whispering that whole thing.
I don't know.
Okay.
Just for fun.
Yeah.
Has my search come up with anything?
Roll an investigation check.
I just go off and continue to practice card tricks on my own since no one wants to play cards.
4.
Engineering.
23.
Yeah.
No, nothing.
No hidden panels yet.
Sorry, you had a repair check way before he interjected. That was a 23 for that repair check.
Gotcha. Okay. Right. Now I need an engineering check.
Okay. That is an 18.
Okay. Cool. Yeah. You figure it's gonna take some it's gonna take some work, but you can refashion some of these panels over the next 2 or 3 days and get a normal sized one of these lights, and basically power this light up, and then it should function like a normal lamp that you had before.
Okay. In the meantime, I'm going to take some of the rigging, the netting, and fashion it into a necklace.
The light.
The light.
Okay, cool.
Just so that it's like essentially right there the entire time.
Yeah, okay. Cool. Easy enough.
Yep.
After doing card tricks for a tiny bit, or not card tricks. It's to be clear, he's trying to like get better at cheating with cards up his sleeve.
Mm-hmm.
I guess it'd be his left hand he'd be doing this with more now. Percy's gonna stand up and I know where there's some fun folk they'll play some card games, and he's gonna walk upstairs to the bridge.
Okay. All right. So you walk upstairs. You walk up to the mess hall area.
Do I find what's his name? Captain Porter or any of the crew there, or are they up in the?
Yeah, no one's in the mess hall area.
Okay, can I walk up to the bridge, or is that?
Try to, but you see that the door is locked.
Is there an intercom system thing nearby?
Yeah.
Console?
Mm-hmm.
I guess I'll use that. And first off, sorry. Do I know if like people will be sleeping at this time, generally speaking, or is it like I know there's no like time of day, but like how many hours has it been since we jumped into the shift space? And like off that, I'm gonna try and guess if like people are sleeping.
Take a look at your tech tool, and it's about it's about 9 o'clock on January 16th.
PM or AM?
Yeah.
Okay, PM. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna go on the thing, and one second. Where's the name of the ship that I wrote in my notes?
Lady Luck.
Lady Luck, thank you. Okay, turn it on to broadcast. Hello there, crew members of the Lady Luck. This is Captain Lance here. I would like to offer an opportunity for us to all get to know each other a little better, and maybe in a little bit more friendlier terms, have a fun card game. If anyone would like to join me, I'm willing to bet some credits towards this game, and maybe you are too, and we could partake in such activities down in the mess hall. I'm gonna see if anyone responds.
Okay. Go ahead and make a leadership check.
So this leadership check will have a +4 for Porter.
Okay.
But not for the rep. I don't think anyone on the crew is human or Vatican otherwise, so they're droid and so on. So
Not that you know.
yeah, so any human or Vatican, this is a different number. So the regular number is 13,
Okay.
but then it's a 17 if they're a human or a Vatican. Let's get a game going. And I would have broadcasted that so they could hear it to you, probably.
Yeah. Okay. So you take a seat in the mess hall. The lights aren't off here, but they're kind of dimmed because it's in just a low power state.
Sitting there playing with the deck of cards, probably.
Yeah, you're shuffling some cards, looking up at the ceiling. There's still some blood on the ceiling and the floor, and all around
Wonderful.
in here. And after a couple minutes, the door slides open.
Yes. Someone.
And in comes Slim, the Quantian.
Oh, interesting.
And he comes walking in and looks around a little bit.
Who
and,
notices this just me?
Charge!
comes in and the door closes and locks behind him digitally.
He's
He comes forward and he's just kind of clasping his hands together in front of him. He just kind of nods a bit.
Good. Glad we can share in the game. Do you know if any of your crew will be joining you?
No, they're too busy.
Okay.
They're doing other things.
Okay, well, grab a seat. Let's play.
Okay.
Can I have been watching this over the recording? Other cameras?
Yeah, you can watch from the.
So I see Slim coming in.
Yeah, you would see Slim
Don't you dare hijack
coming
my
through the
moment.
hallway thing. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna walk upstairs.
Okay. All right. Cool. So you come up just as Slim and Percy are sitting down across from each other on this table.
Did you come to your senses finally? Time to partake in a great card game? Great. Grab a seat.
I say nothing and I just go and sit down beside Slim.
looks at you and he says, "Hello there. My name is Slim."
Nod. He's a so's in a few words.
Let's see.
Yeah. But he plays a mean card game, and I start dealing out to the freelancer.
See a bead of sweat coming Slim's face.
I'm trying to be very jovial with him.
Yeah.
The whole time.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
not.
So I deal out the cards. And are you actually gonna play, or are you?
Oh, I'm gonna play. Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the whole time I'm just kind of very jovial. I'm actually trying to like make as a player in Percy, I'm actually trying to make friends with the crew through the game. So I'm actually not cheating at the moment.
Yeah.
At the moment.
At the moment, at least to start, and I'd like to see how my fortunes go in the first few hands. I don't know how we want to.
Yeah.
This,
So we'll just kind of like do the conversation part of it as you guys are playing a few hands.
Okay.
And then we'll make rolls after a little bit to
Sure.
see where you guys are at.
Okay. So yeah, after a few hands, I'll may not pull off a couple things.
Okay. Cool.
So Slim, how did you what brought you to the edges of the universe and the ship?
Oh, well, I was just looking for somewhere that I could put my skills to use, and out in the fringe, there's lots easier to get a job out here.
Ah, it is. You're more of a computers person, right?
Yes, I do some computers work.
Ah, that's great. Where'd you learn, if you don't mind me asking? Are you self-taught, or?
Yeah, just self-taught, just here and there. I just taught myself, mostly self-taught. Yeah.
Can I see if you? Actually, no, I don't even care. I see. So you guys mostly, you're salvaging most of the time, or do you have any contract work you do out in here? And
Yeah, we do some lot of salvaging, mostly salvage. Yeah, some contract, mostly freelance.
the worst person I could have come down to be social with. I was really hoping Porter was coming down. I really wanted Porter to join as a player, but I see. Well, do you have any? What's your favorite story or your favorite time on the ship? Do you have like a contract you did or a mission you were on that was exciting?
Oh, well, there's many close calls, you could say. I wouldn't. A little too exciting for my taste, I think. But things are always interesting here. That's for sure.
I see. What do you have a closest call or a moment that'll stick with you forever?
Well, recently we had a job not go so well. That was a little too close.
I see. I'm sorry to hear that. Is that something to do with the destroyed suit downstairs?
Yes, indeed. That, yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, but do we have any drinks right at the table? Or
No. We don't have any drinks.
at this time, I messaged Tarva. How much to buy the flask? I gotta loosen up Slim somehow. This is not gonna be a very jovial game otherwise.
How much did he sell the other thing for?
6K.
That sounds right.
It wasn't. Was it 6K? Was it? Oh,
I
okay,
think so.
that was 5. Yeah.
I think it was.
10K.
I obviously know this is not a good price.
True.
Percy texts back, haha, ... haha. Actually, I'll give you, like, a character to write how much a flask goes for, typically. On, like, Sarthoon or something, or really any planet.
30 credits.
I must know what a flask goes for, considering how much my character drinks.
Yeah. Actually, 300 credits is about right. Yeah.
I know it's worth 300. I'll give you 5, just because I'm such a good friend.
Uh, 1.5.
150? Sure.
I type out.
Oh, you actually. Oh,
1,500.
okay. I thought you typed 1.5.
Oh, I did, and then
Yeah. Okay.
I had to clarify.
There's a chance I will learn valuable information from Slim here if he gets a little drunk. I think you should just give it to me for 500.
1.5.
Some allies that ripped me off really good here. 700.
Copy paste.
You really should not be the one bargaining whenever we go on a mission or anything.
Who has the flask?
Who can get you information right now?
Just keep playing.
Sad face. With a single, like the emoji face with a single tear. If they still have that. Actually, it's a Vatican face. Like, they probably have it broken down so each race has a face.
Probably.
So it's a Vatican face with a single tear, but you can't really tell the tear because Vatican's skin's kind of weirdly colored. I'll let you get back.
Yeah, so I guess while this is going on, I'm gonna pipe up.
Okay.
Yeah, I've had a lot of close calls myself there, Slim. Yeah, but that's why I've taken to liking the long rifles. You can sit as far back from the battle as possible and just take the shot, not in any danger. Yeah.
I see. That's so. Seems smart.
Yeah, you seem like a smart guy, Slim.
Oh, gee, no, not really. A bit. I'm a little smart.
Can I, as I'm hearing this, I don't know if I can do this or how it works in the world, but I want to just try to discreetly send a message to Slim. Ignore him. He's just trying to be scary, but he's really a scaredy cat himself.
Yeah. So
I'm trying to send this without Anzo knowing I'm sending it to Slim, so I don't know how that works.
It's like you're texting at the dinner table.
Well, yeah. Well, he already saw me messaging though, you. So that's why I'm not.
I know.
I'm trying to use this window to
Yeah. So there is basically you can message people without having their specific contact information. If you're within a certain proximity,
Okay.
they can of course have that feature turn on or off.
Yeah. So I'm gonna try to with Slim anyways.
Okay, and you see his thing light up, so you can tell he received probably your message.
I'm gonna just peer over Slim's shoulder here, and do that thing where you're looking at someone's phone on the train where you don't want them to notice. You're just kind of
Yeah.
When I do that, can I see if I see him doing that? Because I want to call out.
Slim hasn't read it yet.
No. So I want to see if I see him peering over, mainly because I'm gonna say, "Hey, stop cheating," because he's leaning over someone's.
I mean, do I need to?
I picture Slim. Is Slim right-handed, or which hand has his textual on it?
Left.
So if you're sitting like this, and he's got his hand here, it looks pretty good, like you're peeking at the hand.
Do I need to move my helmet to be peeking?
That's a good point. Get to turn your head, you mean?
Yeah.
Or I don't know how your suit works. Actually, That's a good question.
So you do. You do have to turn your head to look at things. Basically, the front sort of wall of your tank is like cameras, so you have a nice big wall of cameras, but then behind you are more like controls and things like that. So
Gotcha.
You control them with some of your tentacles and then look in the front with the other ones. So
Okay.
yeah.
I'll do it under the guise of just trying to get to know my buddy Slim here better. And I'll sort of I'll turn to the side and I'll put my hand on his shoulder and be, yeah, I bet you've seen your good course of action, haven't you, Slim?
Discretion check.
Can I try to?
Awareness check.
I'm actually, if anything, I think more about him trying to cheat at the poker game.
6.
Awareness? No. That is a 23.
Oof. Okay, so yeah, you see him taking a peek over there.
Hey, Anzo.
But before you say anything, you see Slim kind of instinctively pulling his cards and his tattoo a little bit closer to the chest.
Hey, Anzo, keep your eyes on your own cards there. No need for cheaters at this table, right?
I'm not cheating. I'm just trying to get to know our buddy Slim here.
You know, I think for your little move there, you tossed in a couple extra credits there.
I haven't tossed in any credits.
Have we been playing at this point though, or?
We have, yeah.
So have you not bet anything, or you folded, or?
Does he have any credits to bet?
Oh, I don't know how. Sorry, I guess you don't have physical credits. How does that work typically though? Like.
No, yeah. So usually what you do is you basically have a spare V card that V chip that sits in the middle, and you basically swipe the credits onto it.
Okay, so is it safe to say we've been doing this, or?
If you have credits, yeah.
I have 100 credits.
So has he? But you would have, if to play, you would have had.
I mean, yeah.
I'm presuming, sorry, that we've done that. Like we haven't clarified it though. Too.
Sure.
Because right now we're just saying there's 50 from each of you in there that are
sure.
kind of.
You should toss another, 25 credits there for your little move. So I'm doing this 'cause I think we're sitting across the table from each other, but really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nah, I'm good.
Well, then at least keep your eyes on your own cards.
Yeah, we'll see.
No, I think you should actually. Otherwise, you just forfeit all your credits.
Fine, kid. Have it your way.
Yeah, that's good.
Slim is just kind of looking back and forth between you guys. Not sure if you guys.
We've known each other a real long time. Don't worry about it.
Unfortunately, we have.
Oof. Right. And he starts dealing the next hand.
How are we doing? Are we gone through enough hands, or like? Because I'm kind of curious as how I'm performing.
So are you trying to win, or what
I'm
are you
trying
to do?
Well, I'm trying to I don't want to win off one or two hands, but I am trying to win the game.
Right.
I might slow play it the first few hands, I guess.
Okay, so your objective is to stay even. Right
stay even and talk with Slim a bit,
right.
Initially. But I just want to make sure. I want to see if I am doing that at least.
Basically, you have to say what your goal is in the game, and then roll to see.
Okay.
How well
so
you
my
achieve
goal,
your goal.
My goal currently is to stay even.
Yep.
For the first few hands.
Okay. How about you? Anything?
I just want to beat him.
Okay. All right.
What is this? Give me
so,
some good discretion checks.
Or
deception, or
yeah. So
awareness,
these are deception
insight?
checks.
Deception checks.
Do you happen to have a spare flask?
Ready? 1, 2, 3. Fuck. Oh, 10. You got a 1.
One over there. Okay.
I got a 10.
Okay. All right. So Anzo, so you've been cleaned out. So if you want to keep playing, you've got to put in another 50 credits.
All right.
Why not?
Sure. Screw it. Why not? I'll just kill somebody for a bounty when we get to 70.
Percy, you've actually also been losing your credits to Slim. He's been
Slim's just cleaning this out.
He's been playing pretty well actually this
Okay.
round. You still have a few credits left, but you'll probably have to chip in another 50 in order to keep playing for a bit.
I'll try to.
Actually, no,
I guess you could say on the next hand, whenever we get to it, my goal is to win it, but so that we're back even. Whatever or how much, yeah. But yeah, cool. Sorry, I don't know if you guys want to, I could keep going, but I don't know if you guys want to do stuff or just so we're not taking it the whole time.
Is there any flasks or anything that we have down here? Or that I could potentially use to store some of the alcohol?
See. Yeah, make an investigation check.
It's a 6.
Gotcha. You take a look around, and aside from some pieces of metal that could maybe be turned into like bowls or things like that, your flask is really the only thing you got that would be suitable for that.
Percy's bowl.
So unless you want to pour it and keep it in like an open sort of container.
Okay. As they've been giving us water, I presume, have they been giving us like containers with that water?
Right. Yeah, that's actually a good point. I mean, you guys do still have your
The water skins.
Yeah, you have those. So.
Yeah, I was just curious, like, if they're giving us water, like from the once a day kind of thing, are they giving it to us in like a big container?
Right. Yeah, I suppose they'd be giving it to you in like a big sort of gallon jug. So you have that. It's almost like it's like a half jerry can, basically.
Right.
That's transparent. So.
Okay.
I would ask, while we're waiting, I would ask Slim one thing. Just,
Go for it.
hey, Slim, do you guys have any alcohol on board? Something that I'd be willing to pay for it or even bet for it. Maybe.
Well, we do have some. That would be in the captain's quarters, and you would have to, speak to the captain about that. We've been running a bit of a dry ship for the past couple weeks.
Is that there's some story behind that, or do you guys just run out of alcohol?
Well, you saw what happened with the mech. Yeah. The previous captain, not as cautious as Captain Porter.
So Porter's only been in charge a couple weeks then.
Oh, he's been in charge for about a month. That's roughly when that happened. He was the first mate.
Well, who's the old captain?
Well, his name was Mars.
What was this Mars guy like? Was he keep a good clean ship, or is it a little more on the crazy side? It sounds like.
He did not keep as tight of a ship as Captain Porter. He would drink often and in excess.
I hate people like that.
And he was very loud, I remember.
You had to kill off that NPC, Ross? You couldn't keep him around for another couple sessions?
And he, but he was good at his job. This was his ship after all. He started his own company, Mars's Acclimation and Reclamation Services. That's it's named after him.
Not the planet.
Oh no, not he was named after the planet, but business was named after him.
Well, like I've always said, too much alcohol is just no good. Isn't that right, Percy?
It's just speculation.
Ah.
Sir, what was the name of the company? Just so I can write it down.
Mars's Acclimation and Reclamation Services. Mars, for short.
So clever.
Mars.
Have you ever heard of that company?
No.
Okay.
You already tried this. Check on me, boy. Try me again.
Okay. I see. You suppose the captain's still up, Captain Porter?
I believe so. He has not been sleeping well the past 2 days.
Hasn't been 2 days we've been on this ship.
Yes.
Wonderful. I'm gonna go message. Sorry, Slim. Do you know if he's in the bridge or in his quarters at this time?
He's likely in his quarters.
Okay. I'm gonna go up. Can I calm just into his quarters?
So, the way most of these ship systems work is you kind of the ship's AI, if it has like, depending on the sophistication level, will keep track of where each crew member is in the ship, and so you can basically attempt to message a certain person.
Oh,
It
okay.
will patch it through to to whichever room they're currently in.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll do that. Trying to message Porter. Hi there, Captain. Sorry to bother you again. Was wondering if you had any alcohol beverages that we could purchase off you to enjoy the game a little more.
Yes. Just leave some credits with Slim, and I'll leave some for you tomorrow.
Okay, I say okay. So I do that. Do I know how much? Sorry, how much was a flask? Was you said it was 500, 300 for a flask?
Yeah.
Okay. I see. So I go back to table. So Slim, it seems like Captain Porter said I should just leave credits with you for some alcohol beverages that he'll supply us tomorrow.
See.
Yeah, here I'll leave this with you, and I give him 100 credits.
Okay.
Yeah. Hopefully he gives me-
What's your drink there, Slim?
Oh, well, I haven't been able to drink for a couple weeks due to the ship being dry now. But I wouldn't mind a little something. I'll tell you that.
Oh, why don't we have a rematch here tomorrow once we've got a bit of drink going on. You know, we can have a good time. Because I've been having a great time. Cards are not my forte, but I enjoy the company. You know how it is.
Of course, yes, it's a good way to pass the time.
Yes. Well, now let's not get ahead of ourselves. We still have a game to finish here.
All right, so one last batch of.
I'm trying to just win it at this point.
Yeah, I'm trying to win as well.
Just trying to win all. Deception.
Yeah.
18.
Yeah, I've got 15.
Okay. So, you win the. You soak up most of this second round of credits, but you're only able to take a few off of what Slim earned in the first part. You do a little better than him, but not by much. So, yeah. So, let's see. Out of a total of 100 credits that you put in, so you have 25 left. We'll say that. Let's see.
How many did I gain?
Yeah. So with the 50 that you put in, you got another 25 off of Anzo and 25 off of.
It's like another 50
Slim.
in total. Yeah.
So, yeah. And with that, Slim, once the last hand has been dealt, Slim says, "Well, thank you for the cards. It was good to play. I will see you tomorrow then."
Yes, thank you, and please feel free to invite more of your crew. We'd love to have everyone join in the festivities.
Well, I'll see what I can do when they're not all for gambling.
I see.
GG there, Slim.
Indeed. And he turns and heads back towards the door going to the bridge.
That's some kind of Sozen turn.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
I'm just doing handstands and practicing that all this time.
Yeah, for a good
Many
sweat
years
down
ago.
there. Okay. So, Slim's off. You guys are left alone.
Well, maybe next time you'll have a chance. Percy starts to walk down the stairs very confidently after winning money off him.
I hate cards.
Alright, you guys head back down to the mech bay. meet up with these guys. Kamir is down there. You can see he's worked up a good sweat. He's
Just doing handstands.
got a good pump going on.
How red is his head? Like, I know he's a Dingar, so he's already, or like whatever like the equivalent would be of like if you stand on your head long enough.
He's been doing an assortment of body weight exercises.
Oh, okay, so he's not just sitting there like doing upside down handstands.
Just getting jacked.
No,
Yeah.
a few of those, but
Yeah.
mixing it up.
One finger.
And Tarva is in the middle of disassembling some solar panels, and as well as this small sunlight, and trying to make a bigger one out of it.
I'm gonna look towards Anzo when he comes in. How was it?
It was wonderful.
Pretty terrible. Cards.
Anzo's just a sore loser, that's all.
Glean anything off of them? Who was there?
It was just Slim. But we did manage to find out a little more about the goings on in the ship. So, turns out our good friend Captain Porter here is a relatively fresh captain on this vessel, and their previous captain, who they have the name of the company named after him, was a raging alcoholic, not unlike our friend Percy here, and got himself killed in that exosuit.
I'm not mad at anyone, ever. I'm pretty much everyone's best friend. Whenever I drink, it's pretty easy to be everyone's best friend.
Yeah, so easy to be best friends with our mortal enemies and give them information. But that's not the point. Anyway, so...
I look very confused. Like, I don't really understand what he's talking about. I know as a player, of course. Right?
Yeah. But I think we managed to convince Slim to come and play again tomorrow and bring alcohol. So maybe we can loosen him up a bit and get something more out of him.
Yeah, if only we had some that someone in our group here could have given to us instead of trying to hassle me to pay extreme amounts of money for it. If only.
Oh, Tarvo, you trying to hustle Percy?
It's actually very reasonable considering what the good is. Just, he's already expecting us to be paying nothing for it on Sarthoon, but we're not there yet.
No, how much were you gonna hustle him for? That's great. How much were you gonna get out of him? You're squeezing him good?
Well, I offered 10k for a flask.
Oh, nice, yeah.
But then, just less than 1k was his offer, which was, of course, very
Because the flask is worth 300. I was willing to give you 750.
No, nice work, Tarver. Nice work. Keep at him.
Hey Anzo, do you wanna pay? Oh wait, that's right. You have almost no credits left to your name.
Oh, it's too bad I can't just, actually earn some money as soon as we land somewhere because I have actual practical skills.
I just earned 50 credits. I don't know what you're talking. How much money have you earned on this flight trip so far? None. Thank you. Yep. I've earned 50.
Technically, though, you wouldn't know how much he has in total unless you've told him.
Yeah, how would I have told him?
Yeah, so you wouldn't know he has nothing left. You would know
You
that.
could still
he's
say nothing.
I could still. I feel like I'd still say this either way,
Yeah.
like whether or not he had lots or.
Yeah.
Yeah. Gambling.
If you
Waste of time.
if you're patient and you're willing to learn, I might teach you a thing or two.
I don't want to learn your dirty card tricks.
I was considering to offer it at a good price.
I don't want to pay you to teach
10
me dirty
credits an
card-
hour.
Just walk away.
So how'd that hand treat you?
It was alright. Yeah, right hand. It's my
Clamp.
clamp. I am missing having a couple extra digits, but it's definitely better than no hand.
So you were able to play cards and do everything you needed to, though?
I was able to do the bare minimum. Besides, all cards just appear.
They're totally... Well, no, I guess you don't have to be the quickest with your hands to play cards.
Not exactly, and I don't really know what I'm gonna do with this yet. And he hits out the blade, trying to. But I guess I'll figure that out.
It's better than no arm.
This is true.
It's better than no blade.
Man, whoever crafted this really didn't know engineering too well. I'm sure it wasn't you, Tar, but that came up with the initial designs. It must have been someone else.
I heard that.
I'd be a little more thankful. Otherwise, I'll start taking installments on every time you're using it.
Oh, I wasn't not thankful towards you. Just someone else is fine.
I still heard that. Ungrateful.
Well, yeah, good job getting the information. Seems like they're decent folk, I guess. Yeah, well, try to get more in touch with them tomorrow then.
I'm probably gonna practice a few more card sleeve tricks and then go to sleep.
Yeah. Anything else anybody want to do before they go pass out?
Continuing work on the...
Cool.
Where am I sleeping actually? Like, have we just been sleeping on the ground at this basically?
Pretty much. Yeah.
Is there anywhere that's moderately more comfortable?
Well, some of the workbenches, you guys have been laying on tops of those.
Is there anything? There's nothing in the room. Is there anything in the room I can see that can make a makeshift pillow out of? Not necessarily a pillow, but like
Cowbot?
something a lot like soft or like cloth or something.
Well, there were the mesh nets that were holding the supplies to the ceiling and stuff.
Okay. Yeah. Can I take one of those? Or no, you're still holding stuff to the ceiling?
Yeah, they've been kind of emptied a bit. Yeah. They're still up there by 3 corners.
Feels like a lot of work. I'll be fine. I'll just use my jacket as a pillow.
Cool.
Go to sleep.
Yeah, I'll exercise as much as I can and go to sleep as well.
I'm gonna talk to Sis for a bit. She's been floating around in here.
Yeah, it's been. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, here for card troops.
Yeah. So Sis, what do you make of all this, our current situation here?
Not ideal.
Indeed. Now, I don't really want to, rock the boat too much here. I think we should, just sort of cooperate with these folk until we can sort of split off. But then, what's your plans after we break off from this crew?
Unsure. Depends on how we depart. Require a ship. Require a suit.
Indeed. Yeah. I think we should try to make that our top priority as soon as we land on Sarthoon. Have you had any dealings there yourself?
Sarthoon. Had contacts on Sarthoon.
Useful contacts? People in any sort of positions of power that we could meet up with, potentially?
Have not memorized their contact information. Suit destroyed. Contact information destroyed.
Right. So you wouldn't know how to find them whatsoever.
True.
That is unfortunate. Alright.
True.
Want to teach me how to hack things?
False.
Very poor love relationship here.
I mean, we just have so much time to kill. Might as well do something useful.
This would not prove useful.
Prove useful to me.
This would likely prove futile.
I'm not that dumb. Come on.
Priority 1, regain control of the ship. Priority 2, gain independent suit. Priority 3, return to Mericon.
Right. But since we're not going to be regaining control of this ship, that means we've got a bunch of time. So, you can either float there and feel sorry for yourself.
True.
That's the most emotion I've heard out of Sis ever.
Or we could spend our time doing something mutually beneficial.
Like banging each other.
Leadership check.
Sure.
If only we could hear this conversation. Percy would have said that if he could have heard this conversation.
Yeah, 14.
Not bad.
suit is insufficient.
Oof.
So here, I'll strike you down. I'll strike you down. Here. See, I'll go over some basic combat routine stuff that I've cooked up in my time, and you can trade me some of your technical know-how. Does that seem fair? You know, sort of strengthen each other's weaknesses, sort of thing.
Very well. Tomorrow we will train.
Excellent. Very good.
Good night.
You turn to face other way. turn to face other ways and then float to sleep.
Pretty much. Good talk.
I would like to try to wake up in the middle of the night.
Cool. You guys doing anything right now? Are you guys going to sleep? You working on your thing through the night, or?
I want to kind of see you. Oh, is there a lot of steps left? Are they loud steps that would wake people up?
Not like super loud, but yeah, it would be some tinkering and stuff. Your light, basically, if you just have it on like 24/7, then it provides enough energy for you, for sure.
Okay.
So it's not like you're gonna starve to death, basically.
Yeah. Before going to bed, I would like to also take a look at the camera logs to determine where they put Sis's suit.
Okay. Yeah, you skim through there, take a look. They also dragged that into the captain's quarters.
Okay. Understood.
I'm getting used to having 3 fingers. Sorry.
Good.
Yeah. I like to just go for a walk around the cargo bay, see if there's any like good spot, not in the mech bay, to be resting up, somewhere away from where I've been working and doing a lot of stuff there.
Yeah. You take a look around. In general, the cargo bay looks very uncomfortable. Really, the only major feature in here, I mean, aside from the doors and the door in the back and the door on the floor, is there's this one crate that's mag-locked down to the floor right now in the back corner. And there are some, there is some cargo netting along the sides that's empty. There's no cargo in it, but you can see that the sides have like cargo nets up them. They're sturdy enough that you could like climb up them if you think of like a more like a military style cargo net where you could like climb up this thing if you wanted to. That's the only thing that's maybe organic in this entire cargo bay.
Okay. And I know they took a lot of the weapons from the cage. Is that completely empty now?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, and then I'll just go sleep where presumably I had slept the other time.
Okay.
Kind of leaning on my bag.
Yeah.
Or like back on the bag.
Cool. All right. And you just got swole and then went off to sleep.
Yeah.
As one does.
Got a good sweat in and.
All right. Cool.
Probably
so you're trying to wake up in the middle of the night. You said.
What
Yeah.
are you?
Okay. Yeah. Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure. You.
Trying to go over to Tarva's and see if there's. First off, I don't know if my water skin's already empty, but I'd like to drink any remaining water in it.
Okay. All right. It's empty now.
And then I'd like to go over to Tarva's bag and see if I can find, or like not necessarily her bag, but her person, and see if I can find the flask. And my goal is I want to find the flask and pour some into my water skin.
Gotcha. So she is sleeping against her
Yep.
bag right now.
Yeah, of course.
It's
Roll
comfy.
an investigation check.
Oh, that's not good. It's 4.
Gotcha. You're not sure where she's keeping it. It might be in her bag. It might be in her pocket. You cannot tell at this time.
It's a flask. How do I not see it if it's in your pocket? I rolled a bad roll. I'm just saying.
I have a lot of little pockets and stuff.
Yeah.
It's the nature of being an engineer.
Thinking, this is what Percy's thinking in his head. Where would Tarva keep a flask? She won't keep it on her. She's a drink. But on the other hand, she might not trust it in her bag because I can steal it easier. But she is lying on her bag, which means she's trying to protect something. Or she's really comfy because that's just a comfier thing to sleep on the ground. I'm gonna check her bag. That is his line of thought.
So discretion check and awareness check. No disadvantage on the awareness because you are sleeping on this bag.
Okay. 13.
Also a 13.
Okay, so you roll high enough to
Damn it.
you
One off.
feel your bag being rifled through, and if you choose to open your eyes, you see Percy there.
Open up one eye.
Do I tell Tarva's awake if she's just like, am I like leaning over her or am I on like, at the other side, like in her bag?
You're kind of leaning over her to get to some pockets, kind of between her and the wall, between her bag and the corner of the room. So you're intent on the bag right now, and you see that he's there.
Oh. Sorry, I'm presuming yeah. Ah, there it is. I caught this rat that was near you. It was bugging me all night. And, yeah, I'm gonna go to sleep now. Percy turns around and goes to sleep with that.
Going to retighten my shoelaces before going to bed.
So you're saying this, or you're just doing this?
I'm just doing it. Just like you see me fiddling with my boots for a moment and then going back to sleep.
Okay, all right.
Okay.
You guys,
I'm confused. Yeah,
Go
Percy
back to
just goes to
sleep.
sleep, giving up on that.
you guys all wake up in the morning, and unless there's anything you guys would like to do, we'll go to the point where you guys are going to get your rations.
Say,
and play
whenever
cards.
I get like a +7 to a roll, I have to roll like a 5 or a 6 or like a 4. Like I can't just roll like an 18 and then get a +7. It's too good. Sorry, ranting. I would just be literally just doing the same. I'd actually be practicing even more thoroughly. And I actually probably go to a different part. Like I wouldn't want people to see, even though they know I would, but I'd want to be going like somewhere else and just like practicing like card trick stuff. Like in
head
preparation
outside
for the game
mech
today.
bay to practice cards. However, there are windows in the front of the mech bay, so you're kind of practicing some cards right out in front. Everybody else is kind of going around your normal routines and things, and then again, unless there's anything specific that you guys want to prepare right before we go do this, we'll just fast forward to that.
That's what I was gonna say. Don't ever want to be caught off guard with a trap like that, so I'll continue getting swole.
Power working out just for like 8 hours a day
Yeah.
for like a week straight.
You've got nothing to do, man.
He's gonna get like +5 to brawling by the end of this trip.
Touch my finger, person goes flying back.
Come here. I have an extra ration from when we were on the planet.
Thanks. I nod and keep it in my bag for whenever I don't ever get a ration or whatever.
All the activity, it's definitely been working up a mighty appetite for you.
So if
How
I need
much?
it, then I'll have it.
How much do I? And I know he said it, but like, how much do I think Anzo understands about cards? Like, does he just know the absolute bare minimum?
He knows how to
He knows.
play.
Yeah.
He's just not, at least as you've been seeing him play, he hasn't
Done too
been the
well.
best at kind of hiding what he has as well as figuring out what other people have. So
Okay. Hey Anzo. You know what? I think we need to strike a deal because the truth is, it'll be 2 of us against however many of them tonight. That card game.
That's true. That's
And,
true.
Do I hear them talking?
We
Sure.
He didn't say he's whispering, right?
Sure.
no, I'm just.
Yeah.
We would have. Sorry, I never said, but we probably would have told you, or we did tell them that. Yeah, that we were demonstrating.
Okay.
So I'm willing to teach you a few tricks just to help you out with your, your perception, your insight into people's games, and maybe a little bit of buffing too.
I'm not paying you for this.
Oh, I'm offering for free, because it's us against them, and we gotta win.
Wow, so generous. Wow, I didn't think you had it in you.
I know. I'm pretty amazing sometimes.
That's stretching it. But I'll take you up on your offer.
Okay. Percy's gonna try and show him awful ways to bluff and play poker. Like not necessarily like not the rules, but like just like do this when someone when you think someone's a good hand or whatever. Like obviously because obviously he knows the rules, so I wouldn't say like a single 2 and a 3 with nothing on the board is good, but like
Okay, so deception for you and insight for you.
Yeah, okay.
1, 2, 3. That's a 19.
That's a 9.
Okay, all right. So he's
I bluffed you in
giving
real
some
life too on
tricks
that
and
one.
doesn't make a whole lot of sense what he's showing you, but he was doing better than you, and you're desperate to pick up a couple new tricks because last time you got cleaned out.
I swivel to the side and look over at Sis. I'm like, hey Sis, you play cards often?
False.
Right. So, what do you think of what he's thrown down here?
I do not gamble.
Yeah.
These would be great cutscenes if this was a movie. Just
All right. So over the comms, you guys hear Captain Porter's voice come out once again. He says, "This is Captain Porter. The today's rations, as well as some drink, have been left in the mess hall."
for the first time, Percy actually rushes up to get the drink, and he decides to bring back.
No one really replied. I'm gonna turn the intercom back on and say, "Thanks, much appreciated," and then turn it back up.
Of course.
Yeah, I'll head upstairs here.
Okay. All right.
I'll head up as well.
I'd like to, does Cowbot have some sort of storage on his person? I wasn't sure if he would or not.
Yeah.
Hidden grog compartments.
You should just make one for him while we're waiting on the ship. Just weld on like a pocket.
I mean,
Just,
he could put it somewhere on him,
But not inside.
But, he doesn't have any sort of interior compartments for storage per se. In the future, he could add that if he wants it, but
Right, okay.
Just saying, Cowbot is, in sleep mode this session, so if you just happen to take him apart to rejig his internal workings, I'm
Just
sure
a hollow
it'll be
leg.
fine. Yeah.
I'm actually gonna add something else when when he says "of course" or whatever.
Okay.
I'm gonna say,
go for it.
"Are you gonna be in the mess hall tonight?" Heard they're just trying to get along. Do you plan to be there?
Perhaps.
I'm kind of on the fence myself. I pretty much have enough of land as it is, day to day. But if I'd be more willing if there was more interesting company.
Ouch.
Maybe
Oof.
I'll see you there.
I'm not there.
Then I head up.
Okay. All right. Cool. So, you going up too?
Yeah, I'll go up too.
How much drink is there?
So, 4 of you head up. There are the 2 bricks of rations out again, and you see what looks like a half of one of those 1800 bottles over there.
It's not bad, actually.
So
I'll take that.
yeah.
It's a lot.
Yeah, that's pretty good, actually, considering someone was charging me 1,000 and
10,000.
yeah.
So,
So I pocket that.
yeah.
So no
So
one's getting any of that right away.
you see that, and you see that Slim and Sal are both there as well.
Oh. Hello there.
They're up there already. Okay.
Yeah, they're just waiting for you guys because they need to be up.
As you're rushing up.
Yeah. Ah. How's it going there?
Hello. Good to see you again.
Yes.
Slim, my man. How you doing?
Hello. Good. And you?
Doing well. Thank you.
Are you both here to join us for the game?
Yes, I am here to join for cards as well.
That was
Great.
Sal.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we can get started now. Why wait?
Oh, all right. I'm looking forward to it again.
Just for flavor, I guess, like while eating the rations, like I probably like saved a bit so that I could eat while I play on the table. So I've brought that along, like some snacks or whatever, and like I'm munching on it while I'm sitting down next to whoever. Like I don't know how it's seated, but
Probably offer, Sal is the droid, right?
Mhm.
So he doesn't drink. So yeah, Slim, would you like a little glass or two? I know the rules are pretty strict, but one little glass couldn't hurt at all.
Oh well, I shouldn't really.
Oh, look,
It's,
trust me, I've played cards for many years now, and you only really play best once you've had a drink or two. That's how you win.
Well, I did okay yesterday.
Oh, you did great, but you could clean us both out if you started drinking, I think. I think you're actually...
Both out.
Oh, are you playing too?
Yeah.
You could clean all of us out. Because I think you're a master strategist, but once you take that edge off a little bit with a little drink, it'll make it so you can just read it through everyone's bluffs and you'll know exactly what we all have. In fact, you probably make lots of money on a place like Sarthoon if you guys are docked there for a few days.
Leadership check.
Here we go. That's actually good. 20, not natural. Please tell me you didn't get a natural 20.
Well, I guess I could have one drink.
There we go. And I just pour. Well,
You
do we
want-
have?
I mean, I'd say my character's done a bit of bartending in his time.
Percy's very protective of his drink that he has. It's the only that he has. So he pours Slim some and like pockets the drink back again.
Okay.
Did you like say you were trying to drink or you were trying to?
Oh, I'm trying to mix a drink.
Oh. He pours you a tiny bit in a cup and then hands it to you for you to mix a drink.
All right, yeah. I'll what else have we got for liquids around here? Water.
Tequila and water.
There's
Good combo.
the half of a. It's like a half jerry can. Like it's halfway full of water. So there's still that sitting there.
Yeah, so just start drinking now. It'll make a great session. If we finish that bottle, we'll be having a blast.
Yeah. So I'll take the tiniest bit of ration. I'll
It's just tequila, right?
I'll crush it up a little, put it in the bottom of a glass, swirl some water around, get a little sludge going on there, and then take my bit of drink, pour that in a bit, swirl it around, add a bit of water, lighten it up a bit, add a little more of the drink, get it all nice and bartended.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Nice.
and
Nice.
I'll see. Now, Slim, see here. Here's a drink.
Oh, not sure that I would combine my food with my drink.
Trust me, this is as exotic a flavor as you're gonna get on this ship.
I don't like exotic.
This is as traditional a flavor as you're gonna get on this ship.
I don't.
Here,
So-
Slim. I apologize that he ruined your drink. Here, and I just grab it, and I just down the awful drink, and I re-pour my better drink.
Is it awful?
Is it awful though when I drink it?
It's a Sozin specialty.
Is it? It might be good. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe might be good.
He should roll like some type of.
Do I have like?
Something.
I don't have a bartending.
Ingenuity.
Yeah, there's no bartending.
Ingenuity?
Yeah. We need a bartending thing. Come on, Ross. What is the system? There's no bartending roll.
Let's see.
I would argue ingenuity.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
How good or bad is this
It
drink?
sure
Let's
ain't
find out.
medicine. Okay.
Good.
12.
It's not that terrible.
Okay. And you were mixing your Sozin ration?
No. Whatever the ration.
Like the
brick
regular
thing.
rations.
There were 2 bricks, one that each of these 2 have. So you were taking some of their.
I gave him a tiny bit of mine.
Yeah.
I'll say.
Yeah.
All right. Right.
As
You-
opposed to
I think we just added a new chapter to the player's handbook.
You're pretty sure that what you just consumed could be used to clean out like an engine.
Like Percy's had some pretty terrible cheap drinks.
Yeah.
So that's why he downed it just expecting it not to be good.
This
So.
reminds you of some terrible alcohol that a smuggler once made, like aboard, like some homemade alcohol
Yeah.
made aboard a ship.
Percy kind of.
Smuggling.
That's
Strong, ain't it?
it's quite an awful taste you've made.
It's not about the taste. It's about the effects.
Am I gonna die now or something?
No, you're just gonna feel real good. Just give it like 5 minutes.
What do you call it, Anzo?
Well, in the spirit of our current conundrum here, let's call it this is a lucky lady.
Cheers to the lucky lady.
When I take a regular drink.
Okay, so you need to make 2 resilience checks.
Oh, I forgot to say before I would drink. Is anyone else drinking? Like I would have offered it to everyone that could drink.
I'd have said no thanks and filled myself a glass of water.
Yeah. Would you have?
am I able to drink things other than water?
Oh, that's an 8 and then a natural
You can
1.
drink liquids, yeah.
An 8 and then a natural 1.
Okay.
Lucky lady.
Well, so you can. Yeah. I think it makes more
I would
fun.
have poured
that
you a
way,
shot.
I think part of it too is that like the way I groom myself would be to drink like a human, right?
Yeah.
I'd pour you a shot.
I too will take a drink.
Okay. All right. Very good.
Just because I
Something
want to
with
see
liquid.
Sis alone.
Okay.
Also, sis would be drunk too. Collaborative drinking.
So yeah. All right. Give a shot. So yeah, you're already like, whew. That was. I mean, yeah, you've basically been on a dry planet, let alone a dry ship, for a while
Yeah.
now.
What did I tell you, kid?
That's hitting you hard. You're feeling warm. Your head's spinning a little bit.
Ready to play.
Yeah, you get yourself poured a shot, and Sis says, "What are you doing?"
Just bit of extra nutrition.
I don't believe there's any nutrition in that liquid.
I ignore her and take the drink anyway.
Open
Okay.
up the back.
All right.
I message you. I
take
think
this
I win a
away.
flask now.
You see her whole like your body like shivering.
You didn't agree to.
Yeah, go ahead
I think
and
I
roll
would-
resilience.
Yeah.
Percy messages you just saying, I think I win a flask now.
2.
Hitting you hard as well. Yeah, okay.
This is some good
How's
drink.
that? How's Sis doing?
Sis looks better than you actually. Yeah, all right. So you guys, anyone who's playing is chipping in 50 credits.
I've been drinking more
Yeah.
water now. I'm trying to sober up for the
50
game as much
credits.
as I can.
So yeah, so you
Yeah.
either need. So as everybody goes around to chip in 50, Anzo, you're short. So it's up to you.
You
Whether
don't
you'd
even
like
have
to-
50 credits?
But I tell you, kid, I travel light. Spend all my money on top of the line equipment, as you know.
That rifle's top of the line?
Yeah.
It's like lower class, I thought.
No, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. Trust me on this. It's pretty good.
I don't know. Percy's kind of like just out of it. He's just kind of like,
Trust me. Top of the line. Top. Keep it
here. Put in what you got. That's enough for me.
All right. Yeah,
It's better to watch him lose all his money than someone lending him money.
Yeah. I don't like owing people money anyway. Yeah.
All right. And so with that, you guys start to play some cards. Yeah.
Okay. So Slim, how's that drink tasting there?
Oh, it was good. I haven't had one in a little while. It's good.
Yeah, it's pretty good, right? Hey, Slim. Yeah.
You know, Slim, I think you just gotta loosen up. You gotta relax enough that you can just mind read everyone else.
Yeah, need to just loosen up a bit.
Yeah, and I start to do like the whatever that is with my armor.
You do the wave?
Yeah, I do the wave. Yeah,
So's in a
loosen up.
suit doing the wave. I like it. Okay.
Look, I think just and he's not like Percy's trying to like whisper, but everyone can hear him. Just one more, and then you'll be mind reading everyone.
Oh, I don't know. I really.
I'll have one with you too. Don't worry.
Shouldn't.
Even I'll be able to mind read, and I.
Like,
Yeah.
hey, he's had enough to mind read everyone. We can't let him win. You gotta be victorious. You gotta be better. You gotta clean us all out.
I bet you're thinking about winning right now.
You're right. I was.
Yeah, that's because I've had enough drinks to mind read ya.
You gotta.
He takes another drink. Drinks that down. Ooh. That is vile.
Get ready. You're gonna. What am I thinking? What am I thinking? Come on, tell me. Just your first instinct.
You're thinking about cards.
Ah! You're right. You did it. You're a mind reader.
I can
Slim.
tell too. You're right.
You can do it. You're just gonna win every. Look, trust that first instinct, and you'll win every hand now.
Sal is just shaking his head aside. You guys are idiots.
That they are.
But we're idiots with a cause.
Yeah, we're idiots with a cause.
It's a wonder that you stay in a crew with them.
I guess everyone has their uses.
Yeah, we're useful. Yeah. See?
Very much so.
Look,
What do these two do for you?
Percy does most of the talking.
Yeah, it's hard for him to keep his mouth shut anyways, so.
I see.
Does he have his,
No.
crazy thing?
No.
hey, and I do this even though I know Sis would hear it. Hey,
Hey.
how's Sis doing down there? She need another.
Jesus Christ. Oh, she's good. Yeah. Let's get another one going.
Yeah. Here you go.
Yeah. Take another drink.
Please, no. Pour another drink. You can see her body shivering as the alcohol pours into the liquid.
It's a closed system too.
Hey, you're in Anzo town now. You drink what I drink.
This is probably This is like the best thing. We've kidnapped an NPC and forced her to do whatever we want.
Oh my god.
I hate Anzo Town.
How is this doing?
Perception checks.
How is this doing though after that?
Oh yeah, do I have to do another resilience
You
check?
do.
18. 18 on that one.
I mean, you're still just as bad off as you were, basically.
Yeah. How's Sis look?
Yeah, she keeps going down. It's kind of like floating in a circle. So deception checks for everybody here.
1.
Hey, it fits.
Yeah, I guess.
You've been rolling pretty
14.
low this week.
Okay.
9.
Also, have to roll with disadvantage if you've been hit by alcohol. So you don't have to.
Oh.
I can't do worse.
This is true.
I did worse. That is only a what's that? A 11.
11,
9.
18.
Okay.
I passed my drink to Slim.
Right. Okay.
Uno.
Right. Okay.
Anzo was out yet again.
I float over kind of drunkenly. Hey sis, let's help me out with some cards here. What do you think?
She's like floating on her back, pressing at invisible buttons. Doesn't even listen to you.
Okay.
So you go down to 25. You soak up all the rest.
Everyone else is out.
Yeah, everybody else has been
At least I didn't go out.
cleaned out at this point. So 50-50, 25 and 25. So you have 150.
Including my own or
Wait,
not?
wait. 50,
50.
200. You gain 200 credits.
Okay. Not including what I put in?
Correct.
Okay. Easy.
Yeah. Slim and Sal each throw in another 50 credits.
Hey, for all those years of looking out for me, I'll toss in some 50 credits.
Hey, you're a good
There
pal, good pal. Hey.
I want to talk with Sal about some stuff, but I don't want to ruin this as well.
You can, as they're doing their, drunken camaraderie with Slim. Yeah.
Hey Sal, noticed a pretty cool weapon or a handle on your back past few days. What's that about?
The Ripper.
Wait, that's what you call it?
That's what I call it. I rip things apart with it.
Did we see him using that on the toy? Yeah.
Oh, you wouldn't have.
No, but we had the camera. Oh yeah.
Well, actually, you saw him with it on his back, so.
Yeah, I did. It's a pretty nasty name. What adventures have you had with it? Did you cook it up yourself? Bought it from somewhere?
I made some modifications on my own. But, yes. I like to rip things apart, and that helps me.
If you don't mind me asking, what was the base weapon that you modified it out of? I'm pretty much one for using weapons in my hand as well, melee weapons. Just curious.
Not a weapon. This is a tool. Meant for ripping metal from metal.
I'm sure you could use it to fight as well. Wouldn't?
I have.
I'm sure.
It is a tool.
I can understand that. It's an extension of what you want to do.
If you get to a tool shop, look in the Outback section, and may be able to find a similar ripper.
Without the modifications that you made, I'm guessing.
Indeed.
Well, I'll take it a look. Maybe after everything's said and done, could see what you did with yours and learn from there.
Sure. And then he leans in and begins to tell you about all the modifications that he's made to it over the next 10 minutes. Tarva tunes in. And yeah, basically he talks about how he put a better blade in it that's like, instead of having to replace the blade every couple of uses, he can keep the same one for quite a while. Just added more torque and a lot more power to it. So, yeah. Goes on explaining a bunch of upgrades he did.
It's pretty smart and pretty handy.
He seems very passionate about it. Every once in a while, he'll reminisce about a different salvaged wreck that they found that he cut through the hull with it and stuff like that.
Hey, Slim. So now that we're all mind readers here.
Yeah, we barely even need to talk, but we should talk anyway because it's kind of fun.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Like, what's it really like being a member of a lucky lady?
Oh, well, I don't know why it's called the Lucky Lady. It doesn't seem very lucky.
You got some what do you say? Bad luck?
Well, we've been bleeding money for so long now.
Oh, that's no
Oh,
good.
I know how that feels. Trust me.
Yeah.
That's no good. No, you need to win your money back.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right here.
We need to do this.
Right now. Or when we land.
That's
You need to earn what's rightfully yours.
what this mission was for. We were going to break the blockade and come out with big loot on the other side of it.
Yeah, I love big loot. Yeah, the bigger the loot, the better the loot.
Hey. Percy pours 3 drinks. Here's to bigger loot.
And better loot.
And better loot.
And lootier loot.
And money.
And credits.
We all make it up in resilience?
There's no point. You guys are all fucked up at this point.
Yeah. Well, hey, Anzo, don't forget. Use the tricks I showed you.
Oh yeah, those tricks. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
my
your good tricks. Yeah.
Bruh.
God, your tricks are so good.
I'm just an expert.
How did
okay?
you get so good with your tricks?
I practice. Hey, large cost here, but it gave me all the knowledge I needed to win. Like, watch, I'm gonna win this next hand without even looking at my cards.
Whoa, can I look at your cards for you?
No, it's a magic trick.
Magic.
I can't show you. Percy doesn't look at his cards in the next one. Instead, tries to drunkenly do a card from the sleeve trick to replace one of his cards.
Okay.
It sounds terrible, because it is.
It is.
He's very drunk at this point. So
discretion with disadvantage.
2 natural 20s. Here we go. That's not too bad. First one's a 21. And second one's an 18.
So.
And everyone else could, like... I told them.
If anyone else wants to make awareness checks to see this going on.
I mean, I'll do one with disadvantage.
Slim is mesmerized by your trick, but
12?
Sal looks at you and says, I see what you're doing there,
Partner.
Percy. Or is it Lance?
Damn it. See, out of character, you said Percy a long time ago, and in my head I'm like, fuck. Like,
Oh, I did?
yeah.
Gotcha.
Hey, it's my middle name. Prefer to go by Percy, because it's just a better name than Lance.
Better put those credits back.
He didn't win. He just replaced a card. Doesn't mean that he won with the cards, though.
Oh, I assumed you were trying to...
Oh no, I was trying to essentially like replace a card from my hand with a better card with an ace.
Right, so, yeah.
I didn't take credits though.
That one, yeah, because replacing it with an ace doesn't mean that he wins the game, right?
Right, well...
Unless, you're saying I replaced it with a winning hand.
Yeah.
Like pocket
that's what
aces or something, yeah.
That's what I assumed you were trying to do.
Sure, that works, yeah.
So, yeah.
Hey now, hey, we're all just friends.
Oh, you trying those tricks again?
Hey, I'm just checking to see how observant every one of you are. Okay, so look,
I bet Sal. I bet he's real observant. Aren't you, Sal? You're a real observant guy.
Nothing is wrong with my ocular sensors.
that is
So observant.
amazing.
Yep.
I'm gonna put my cards back now like this. And look, I'm all good. Credits are there. Let's just keep playing and have fun. Look, I'll even roll my sleeves up. No more tricks. As he does that, probably 3 cards fall out per sleeve.
Yeah.
Uh,
To be correct, 3 aces fall out per
This is like one of those unit tests, testing your vision stuff. Yeah, you passed. Good job.
Yeah! And he goes to give Sal a high 5.
He high fives you.
Okay.
And then he holds your hand there with your rolled up sleeve.
Yeah, that's what I was kind of expecting to happen.
He says, interesting device you have there. Hey, let's go over your hand.
Oh, well, see, my buddy Anzo here, he's creative.
Yeah.
Him and Tarva whipped this up.
Yeah, I thought it'd be real cool.
They're really creative people.
Yeah, I like making stuff.
Yeah.
Making stuff to stealthily kill people.
Well,
It's not stealthily if they don't know.
they don't know if they're dead, is what he's trying to say.
Yeah.
I don't think it's that stealthy as well. It's pretty obvious.
Hey, you wouldn't have seen it ever. And Chris like rolls his sleeve back up. See? Can't see it.
Sure.
You can see it? No, you can't. You can see it? And now you can't.
If you say so.
Now, see,
See it?
we had to rebuild this arm anyway, and what's cooler than an arm? Than an arm with a knife on it. That's so much cooler.
Right, Tarva?
Kind of brings off the balance.
But
It
it's
is a
so
little-
cool. Imagine.
Sal stands up and says, I think that you will fit well on Sarthoon. And he turns to Slim and takes Slim's credit stick and says, I'll hold on to this for you. And he goes and walks through the door towards the bridge.
As he's walking away, hey Slim, and again whispering but not really whispering, 'cause he's drunk.
Yeah.
Why is he just not fun?
Yeah, he's so lame.
Well, he's a droid.
But Cowbot's a fun guy.
Yeah, Cowbot's real fun.
He's a droid too.
But he's not here gambling with us.
Oh, Tarva turned him down for the night, or turned him. What's
You know,
the word?
his batteries were, you know,
Yeah.
that thing when they're not full.
Yeah.
You know, the opposite of that.
Yeah.
But hey, look, we don't even need cards anymore, cause we can just share a good, fun time together. I still got some booze.
So you've only got one round left.
We can have a fun time. One more drink for the road.
Oh, I don't know. I'm feeling pretty.
Great, right?
Look,
Great.
you finish this drink, and then you'll be sleeping on the clouds tonight.
Best sleep in months, I betcha.
All right. One last drink.
Yes, but it does come at a cost.
Oh,
Minor cost. Totally worth it.
he took all my.
Oh no, no credits at all. Just what's the best way to get to the bridge? Do you think these days? Like,
What?
is there like?
What do you mean? Just through the door?
Oh, but the door is always locked. What if
Doors
I want
are
to come?
locked.
What if I want to come visit my friend Slim? He's stuck up there. I can't visit him.
And what if the captain's
I
like,
can't-
hey, Slim, you can't have any visitors. We want to hang out with you
We want to
anyway.
come have some more drink. Tarva has a whole bottle in her bag. Well, if we want to come have more drinks and play cards, we can't.
I could come down here to you. I could
But-
come visit in the mech bay.
I'll be honest, it's not that comfy here.
Nah, it's
I'm
super
sure
lame.
up there is way.
Yeah, what's
More
cooler than
comfy.
drinking in the bridge?
The bridge is no fun. The captain's always
Oh,
there.
we can we'll get the captain to have a drink. It'll be a fun time. You can, don't you want to?
Never seen the captain drink.
First time for
Exactly.
everything.
Look, I bet you, this is where you earn your money. Bet you 100 credits I can get the captain to drink if get us on the bridge.
see what I could do about that, but I don't want to talk to him while I'm so drunk like this.
Oh, no, look.
No, you don't need to tell the
I don't have to
captain.
do anything. Look, open the door and I will talk to Porter. And I will convince him that he needs to relax a bit, right? You said he hasn't been sleeping. Now, if you have this drink, you're gonna have the best sleep of your life. Porter needs to have a good sleep. Everyone's gotta rest, you know?
He hasn't been sleeping.
So let me... Look,
It's no
let us-
good. You gotta
tomorrow-
sleep.
Tomorrow you
Gotta
gotta
sleep.
You gotta let us up on the bridge. We can hang out. We can have some drinks. And then you can talk to Porter about getting him to relax a bit.
Leadership checks.
17.
Okay, this sounds like a good idea. Okay,
Yeah,
Captain needs it, I think.
Yeah.
it does.
Yeah. We all need it. Every once in a while. You know, we're no different than Captain Porter. We're all just beings trying to make our way in the galaxy.
What he said, yeah.
Sis in the bottom of the tank is going. And Slim is nodding his head a bit. Yeah, okay, I like this plan.
Nice.
Yeah.
There's a deal?
Yeah,
Yeah.
see, this is why I like you, Slim. You're a cool guy.
Oh, not as cool as you.
Oh, man.
You're both pretty cool guys.
Oh, man, we're all cool. Yeah.
Hey, here's to being cool.
Yeah.
And
Cheers, Ed.
clink.
We don't need to roll. We're blackout drunk at this point.
Yeah. So you two can roll deception checks.
We're not even playing, I'd say, at this point. Like, our chips or credits that we put in are there.
17.
11.
And you lose half, so you lose 25 of the 50 that you put in, and you take another
Whatever the pot was. 'Cause the three of us aren't playing anymore.
200
Yeah.
credits.
Right, I'm up to 1K.
I mean, you lost just 100 from when you put in 50 for him and 50
Yeah.
for yourself.
Yeah.
That was it.
That was.
I'm broke.
Still got 3650.
I should play this more often. It totally taught me quite well.
At this point, I'd say Percy's drunkenly kind of like stood up and like is trying to get Anzo and Slim. He's got his arms around them. It's like we're trying to like sing like a drunken song together. And we're all like, I'd say eventually we all kind of just fall over and pass out on the ground where we are.
How well do we sing?
Yes.
Performance is a
Performance
thing.
checks.
Oh, yeah, it is.
Is Slim also sleeping on the table, or
Slim is pretty sloshed.
8.
7.
Slim's got a 15.
Hey,
Hey!
Slim's a great singer.
Holding us together.
Slim's leading the song with some sort of Quantian tune you guys have never heard of before.
We're singing
That
it.
doesn't
They're
matter.
singing as if you speak Quantian anyhow. It's terrible. And you guys all kind of collapse against the wall as you guys finish the song. And it's, say, probably one or both of you guys just pass out immediately and just kind of start sleeping on the spot.
I would pass out there.
Yeah.
Float upside down and...
Alright, cool. So you guys are all passed out in a heap, kind of beginning to fall asleep. You two are there seeing this, having witnessed this glorious song.
Yeah, I want to gouge out your ears
yeah, pretty much.
and your eyes.
I just head back down.
Just a moment. I'll attempt to hack into Slim's tech tool.
Okay,
Nice.
go ahead. Computer's check.
That's a 13.
Okay. So you're unable to gain access to it, and you see that he's got a message on his tech tool.
Gonna go up to him. Am I able to see the message at all?
Or is it like
You can't see what it is. You can just see that he's got some sort of notification waiting for him.
Right, got it. It's unfortunate.
You could, as a player, you could try to hack in again. He's asleep or drunkenly passed out at this point.
I look towards Starva, noticing. It's worth another shot, I guess. But let's try to be as honorable as possible. And I try to encourage him if he needs it for whatever he wants to do.
Yeah, I'll try one more time.
Okay.
That's a 17.
Okay. You fail again.
Okay. Unfortunate. All right.
Another message.
Maybe another thing. We'll see. It's not like, I can do any wiping or anything there, I assume.
You can attempt to access his tech tool, like to open it up. It's basically like trying to open a smartphone.
Alright, sounds good. Fuck. Help me get him to the door.
Sure. What time is it right now?
Speak earlier.
3 in the afternoon.
Say 5, but yeah.
Yeah, it is 5.
I
Very
sort
early
of pick him
drunken
up
night.
and try to sling the arm that he has his tech tool on, like around me, like towards Tarva, so that it's as covered as possible, potentially. But I don't want to do anything with it, but just trying to
Yeah.
make it easier for her.
So yeah, you go kind of pull him out from the dog pile of the 3 folks that are passed out over there, and as you do, you hear the doors slide open that go up to the bridge, and you turn and you see Captain Porter standing there, and
Great look.
he has a very stern look on his face.
Whoops.
He says, "I'm here to get my crewman.
We were just bringing him to you.
Just leave him there. I will drag him up myself."
Sure. And I keep him down, I guess, where I picked him up from.
Lay him down, not on top of him, I guess.
Yeah, cool. And he's a Quanti and he's pretty lightweight, so Captain Porter just kind of looks over the situation here, and we some splashed alcohol on the table, an empty bottle. You 2 passed out over against the wall, and you 2 sober like a judge, and kind of slowly nods his head a little bit, says, "Well, I should get these 2 to their quarters."
Yeah. It's not much more comfortable down there. I'll probably leave him out in the bay just in case anything happens.
I can just carry them back down. It's alright.
I wouldn't put them in the mech bay just in case.
They'd be out for a long time, but they're a wreck. I'll gotta take care of our crew as well, right?
Yeah.
And I pick them up one by one, start taking them down, and after taking the first one down, let's say I take Lance down first, I'm gonna try finding a cloth or something in the mech bay, come back up with it,
Mm-hmm.
try to wipe up the mess, see if
Okay.
there's a dustbin or something. Throw the bottle there, or I don't know.
Yeah, nothing.
Maybe
No.
take it back to the mech bay or whatever, and then take Anzo along with me as well.
Cool. Alright.
You're the janitor. Cleaner of kills, empty bottles.
Yeah,
And as you're bringing Anzo down the stairs, you see Captain Porter, who is just kind of standing watching the whole time, go forward and grab Slim by one arm and kind of yank him up and grab him around the waist and carry him up the stairs.
Slim's getting a stern talking to.
So as he's carrying him there, as he's carrying him to the door, seems similar to the previous captain. At least Piercy is.
Are you seeing this too?
Yeah.
You're saying that to Captain Porter?
Yeah.
Company person from him.
I'm not remembering.
Yeah.
And he stops and says, I suppose that is the captain type, isn't it?
Could I potentially, like, if I hear the conversation?
You can hear that as you're heading downstairs.
So then I'll wait and like wait for the conversation to finish before I complete that, if possible.
Okay. You're waiting at the top of the stairs before you go down.
Like if I wanna say something, like be there for the conversation, basically.
Yeah, you're waiting at the top of the
Yeah,
stairs
gotcha.
before you go
Yeah.
down, you can hear. So
What made you keep all of the alcohol in your quarters? Not just sell it off if you're a dry crew now?
I was using it as a reward. But I'm not sure that the carrot works as well as the stick.
Makes sense. It's always a bit different if the captain is the one that's throwing it at everyone. Glance over at Piercy.
Indeed. Well, some of us have a business to run. It's not all games out here.
We've been trapped in a bubble for about a year now. Almost to the day. So, please forgive the all the oddness that you see of being cooped up in the same place for so long.
There are many things I have yet to forgive your crew for. This is one of the last ones. Good night. He walks up, the doors slide, and you can see the panel go red behind him. There you finish.
That's not gonna be good when Slim wakes up.
Mm-hmm.
Not as good as I thought.
So
Okay.
engineering check for you is just to kind of sum up all your work on the light that you've been working on today.
That's a 9.
Okay, alright, so you've been making some progress today on it. Yeah. Okay, cool. So, unless there's anything else you guys want to do, you guys head to sleep, wake up the next morning, you two have a hell of a hangover. It's a hell of a hangover.
What is a Sozin hangover like?
I don't know.
Because I know, like...
Their whole body just hurts.
How's this doing?
You guys haven't even finished processing all the alcohol that's in your
It's
tank.
still drinking.
You're basically still being forcibly being drunk at this point. Yeah.
Do Sozin vomit?
No,
Okay.
they don't.
That's tough to relieve that alcohol then out of your system.
So yeah, you guys are up. Today goes by. Recovery for these two. More working out. More working on the suit.
Cowbot practicing some stuff in the background, but you can determine it later.
Yeah. 2 days go by like this, and the rations are dropped off with some water and nothing else, and no more. None of the crew of the Lady Luck appear or stay behind for any card games, and no more liquor is dropped off.
Kind of figured.
And no more any other comms that you guys tried to send to them receive no answers.
I see.
Taking glances at the bridge and the stuff like that, are we able to discern more about their crew's state, more about Captain Porter? Like if he's seems stricter or something?
Mm-hmm. Most of the time, you cannot see Captain Porter. He seems to be in his quarters. Sal and Slim are frequently on the bridge. They spend most of their time there. Doesn't even seem like they're doing much. It just seems like they're manning consoles. It's not like they really have much to do there. None of the sensors really work, or the comms, and they're not doing any. Can't really do any maneuvering at this speed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So. Yeah.
Now, are we able to determine if they're watching the cameras at all, or is it like on a display somewhere on the bridge?
The way that the cameras are, you could probably see if anyone on the bridge was looking at the cameras.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Do they seem to be doing that on any sort of regular basis, or is there just like a feed running on a couple cameras at a time?
So you see that one of the monitors on the bridge does have a bunch of camera feeds that are kind of cycling through, and every once in a while one of them takes a look at the cameras and checks things out.
Okay.
So yeah, but it doesn't seem to be on a set schedule or anything. It's less than once per hour.
Just kind of, all right. I think Cowbot might try to do like a race or a workout thing with you, even though he can't build any muscle.
Sure, yeah. All down for a challenge, competition.
And I probably will spend at least half a day either repairing or trying to strengthen Cowbot after he fails at being as good at physical activity as Kamir.
You don't know, he might ace it.
Well, he might, but regardless, he's gonna want some sort of thing like that. So if I'm able to do something like that,
Yeah.
I'll try.
So what kind of physical challenge would you and the droid like to compete in?
Well, mentioned racing.
Yeah, well, I thought like, oh, you could try and be running around the bay, the hangar.
Basically, I'd let Cowbot choose, but since he's not here, then maybe you can just suggest it. So that's why I said you.
It's like you guys are going back and forth or something.
Sure, yeah. Lay out the course, Cowbot, and we can have a run around it.
Well, I reckon. See all these cargo nets around.
Yeah.
Looks like they go all the way along this wall and that wall there. See, you start on this end of this wall, and I start over there, and we see who can get to the other end without touching the ground.
That works for me.
All right.
How secure do these cargo nets look?
Well, they look pretty secure. They're meant for securing cargo, so yeah.
Do they
Heavy-duty nets.
Do they go through, or are there gaps in the middle? Like, I think you said once when Percy was investigating, you said that 3 of the corners seem attached, and I think.
Oh yeah, that's the one on the ceiling in the mech bay.
Gotcha.
But there's basically cargo nets covering the walls in the cargo bay.
Gotcha.
So yeah, talking almost floor to ceiling sort of nets. Yeah, it goes for like the entire length of the cargo bay.
Cool.
So you guys get in your spots. You guys still recovering at this point. Show up over at the.
I would say I should. Well, after watching this Percy in general, while he's sober enough, we'll be practicing, just getting more used to the switchblade thing in our.
Mm-hmm. Cool. All right. So.
I'm down to watch this race.
Yeah,
I will be the timekeeper.
Okay. All right. Yeah, you'll be like the ref at the other end for them to run to and slap the hand up. Okay. So these will all be athletics checks for maneuvering yourself through the environment. Okay. So. Well, ref, if you'd like to count us down.
How am I doing at this point?
I mean,
Are you still drinking?
You're still like in a drunken state at this point. You're getting better at this point, but it's like the afternoon of the next day.
Yeah.
So.
7, 4,
I
13,
think you missed a couple
2,
of numbers in there.
6.
No.
On go.
Oh. So you guys start off. So athletics checks. See if you guys can. The first. Actually, sorry. Just forget that rule. So first you have to decide how fast you want it to go. If you want to take it safe, there'll be 1 DC. If you want to be like booking it, then there'll be another DC.
So my movement speed is 50 feet.
Mm-hmm.
Would that take into account? Like my base was 40, and then I have something that gives me 10 more.
Yeah, that'll help out.
So, first round, I'll book it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Very good.
I honor the competitor. So
Okay. All right, and we'll see. Cowbot's just gonna take it easy. So go ahead and roll your athletics check.
oh, did I have to roll with disadvantage or something? No, right? Okay, then the first one was a 9 plus 6, so 15.
Okay. So both of you, your first attempts trying to make it across the netting fails, and you get a little ways and then you fall off. And if you hit the bottom, then you got to run back to the start and do it again. So you each go back. The DC for trying to sprint across is 16, and the DC for taking it easy is 10.
Gotcha.
So, all right. So, what do you want to do this round?
Sprint.
Okay.
10.
Okay, you guys both fail again. This is the least interesting race you guys have seen so far.
Sprint
Come on,
again.
Cowbot, you can do it.
10.
Okay. Yeah. No luck so far.
I just shake my head.
keep like
You guys
falling
suck.
through the netting and.
That's the journey. Sprint
Alright.
again.
I'll pull over Cowbot really quick, like I'll run over to him. Use your mag boots.
Yeah. Okay.
Sprint again.
Okay.
11.
Jeez.
Yeah, I'm getting
What's
like
your
4,
athletics?
4, 5.
Oh yeah.
My athletics is 6.
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
Just have to roll a 10.
Yeah.
He,
50%.
so he moves out and he's now a third of the way across, and you've fallen down. Yeah. So
Sprint again.
okay.
You're like, he's slow and steady. How's he
Yeah,
getting?
you see, he has started using his mag boots, which lowers the DC a bit. So
Not to 20.
nice. Okay. All
Or
right.
26.
Nice. All right. So he has
Just
to-
hopping, grabbing and hopping.
He got an adult 22.
Yeah. So you, with your greater move speed and your natural 20, you just start, just monkeying your way across, not even hardly using your legs that much, just kind of pulling yourself with your arms. And he's been kind of going carefully, but he sees you doing that and he speeds up a bit. You guys both jump off at the other end, and now you're sprinting to see who can touch Anzo's outstretched hands first.
Hold my hands.
Gotcha.
Lean towards Cowbot.
So, yeah, this will be a final.
Do I need
athletics
to
check.
call for sprint or taking it easy on this one as
Nope,
well?
this is just straight
Yeah.
up.
Gotcha. Damn. 9.
You just barely beat.
Oh wow.
Oh man, I had such bad rolls.
Yeah, so
As-
Kamir runs up and slaps your hand.
Just as Calbot's like,
Yeah.
Come here, wins reward. Calbot, got nothing for you. Grab your stuff, head back to the cargo bay.
I just pull like Carbot in like with a
got
one-handed like hug,
Mm-hmm.
and I say, that was a fun bout, Carbot. Well ran.
Oh, I think I'm winded. I'm gonna have to sit down, catch my breath.
Smart use of the mag boots, I see.
Well, wasn't my idea.
Mm-hmm.
Tips his hat towards Tarva. Alright. And yeah, you guys head back. Engineering check for you as you're working on that light.
23.
Okay, alright, yeah, so you make a better amount of progress this day.
I'll probably still be spending some time on Calbot.
Right, what are you doing for him again? Sorry.
So I'm assuming that he would ask me to improve him somehow so that he could beat him in the rematch.
Oh, I see. Gotcha. And what are you trying to implement there?
Would it be something like more secure grips, or could be like grasping, or could potentially be taking the mag strip from his back, putting it onto his hands?
I feel like he's gonna want that for his back to hold his weapon, though.
Yeah.
It's a place to slap his long arm.
That's a good assumption.
Mm-hmm.
Well, for now you're just working on that light, but yeah, you're
Okay.
welcome to brainstorm up, design for something else.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. So a couple more days pass. You guys are just bored as all hell. Nobody will come down and play poker with you anymore. Yeah.
Maybe I shouldn't have won so hard.
You guys have been working out. They've still been giving you food and water, but there's been no communication coming from upstairs. And that's until you guys hear over the comm familiar voice. This is Captain Porter. Secure belongings and make sure everything is stowed. We are about to exit shift space in Sarthun's system. T-minus 10 minutes.
Strap things down.
Yep.
So you guys run around. You've finally finished your hangover there. The two miniature miniature jellyfish livers working away at a pool of alcohol. for
How's
a few
Sis
days.
feeling
How
after
is-
this
how is Sis
experience?
doing?
Sis is not happy. Sis is not in a talking mood. Yeah,
There's only so much room in this tank.
she did not train you on anything.
Yeah.
She trained you a bit that morning, but after the drinking, has not trained you on anything. Yeah, you guys spend the next 10 minutes or so securing everything down, making sure it's good to go, and yeah, that's where we will end the session this time.
Nice.
As
Exiting shift space.
Captain Porter calls out 1 minute left.
Perfect.
Excellent. Very
Cool.
good.
Good. Good deal.
Got some drinking in.
So, yeah. So, that's it. We'll pick up next week, hopefully, or 2 weeks from now. Hopefully, Blake will be feeling better by then with a full crew.
Yeah.
And you guys will see what's waiting for you on the other side in Sarthun.
We all die. I already know it.
Easy.
Thank you, everybody, and we'll see you in 2 weeks.